everybody, BionicDance here. Not feeling all that well today. The epilepsy catching up to me, and I seem to be reacting badly to pork products, actually. I had some barbecue beef dim sum a while back, and that made me not feel well, and then today I had this, believe it or not, they're making bologna beef, bacon bologna now. Not bologna beef, what am I saying? Bacon bologna now. And that seemed to knock me for a loop. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm reacting all funky to all kinds of wacky shit. I gotta be really careful about what I eat these days. Anyway, so what I wanted to do was make a thank you video because somebody sent me a gift. I don't post my Amazon wish list anymore because when I do, people accuse me of e-begging. They do it all the time. Like a lot of people post their Amazon wish lists, but I don't know if they get accused of e-begging as much as I do. But apparently when I post it, I get accused of e-begging like all the freaking time. There was a time though when if I posted it, you know, sometimes people would send me shit, sometimes they wouldn't, whatever. But when I like someone found it once and sent me stuff, and I said thank you, like I made a thank you video, and then people PM'd me asking me for it, and I gave it to them, and then more people PM'd me after I made another thank you video, PM'd me asking me for it, and finally I said, here, fine, I'll just start posting it on my video so people can stop PMing me. And the next thing I know, like, people sent me half my wish list. And I was like, wow, thank you. And I kept making thank you videos. And then people kept saying, e-beggar, e-beggar, e-beggar. And I'm like, no, I'm just saying thank you, you know. And people keep sending me stuff. At no time am I asking for stuff. I'm just saying thank you. Which I guess might be passive-aggressive e-begging in a way. But even so, I never actually said, please send me shit. And I'm not saying it now, even though someone just sent me something and I'm saying thank you again. Because it's the coolest thing. They sent me one of my favorite 80s cartoons, M.A.S.K, Mobile Armored Strike Command. This shit is so cool, okay? There's these people with these helmets, and the helmets can do funky shit like shoot lasers or see through things, or I don't know, like I forget because it's been so long since I've seen it, but it was so cool. And they're fighting like the bad guys called Venom, you know, and Venom stands for something as like villainy and evilness. I forget what it stands for because it really has been a long time since I've seen it, but it was so cool. And they have this like gas station that has like a secret base underneath it. And like you can see these vehicles, like this car here, that the doors flip up and allow it to fly, you know, or the smokestacks here on the truck flip down and shoot lasers and things, you know, and it was just so cool. And the kid had this robot called T-Bob. Right? And T-Bob could turn into like this sort of one-wheeled motorcycle thingy. It was so neat, you know? It had this cool theme song, you know, Masked Crusaders working overtime, fighting crime, fighting crime.
Masked Crusaders working overtime, fighting crime, fighting crime. Secret raiders who will neutralize soon as they arrive to sight.
Oh man, I loved it. It wasn't the Bionic 6. The Bionic 6, my favorite cartoon show from the 80s. Love that. Adore that. But still, it was very cool. Very cool. And, you know, so oh man, I would love to have been part of M.A.S.K. Such a cool thing. You know, so this was sent to me by a fella called Paul Marshall. I don't know who you are, Paul Marshall, but you sent it to me. And it says here, Happy Conception Day. And, well, I was born in December, and so I guess 9 months before December, do a little calculation, factor in transit time. This was probably ordered in February. So, yeah, I guess that's about when my parents boinked, more or less. Yeah. So, anyway, thank you. You know, thank you for that. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah. Anyway, so this is me kind of geeking out just a little and saying thank you and explaining once again why I was not fucking e-begging. Anyway, yeah. This Bionic Dance saying I'm not feeling very well and thank you.